up, guys? Mitch42 here, and welcome back to some more Katawa Shoujo. Last time we left off, we scared the crap out of Hanako. We got absolutely annihilated by a rant by Kenji about feminist domination and taking over. And then also, between episodes, my medicine is starting to kick in, so now I'm getting tired. So this is just gonna go great. I was hoping the coffee would wake me up. It's not, because the medicine is making me a little drowsy. So that's cool. So yeah, just go straight into the episode. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I decided to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I wouldn't put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do. So the situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her late list. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. I turn my head and see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal parts cute and menacing. This is a smile that says, "We have you now. There is no escape." Ichan, looks like we're together again. Yay! Misha leans... it's way too close. Misha leans sideways when Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Jumping out the window isn't the best option though, sadly. What's wrong, Ichan? Oh, Hichin, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining the student council. Didn't you? Oh my god, my brain. It's okay, Hichan. Like I said, this medicine was kicking in between episodes of the cold medicine, so it's like kicking in, it's making me very tired. So I apologize. It's okay, Hichan. We were talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Right? Ha 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 ha! I'm so happy you two are able to have a laugh at my expense, and even more pleased to know that you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, and whatever sound effect that is outside, I don't even know what that is, it might be a truck, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only 2 problems. I almost want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. There's Hanako. While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the room and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking back to how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there. Huh? Who, Hichan? Her, Hanako. Over there. Does she always work alone? I think so, Hichan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? Damn, laying that on thick. I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something. No, I don't think that would be a good idea, Hichan. Why not? Shichan wouldn't get along with her. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still has that lifting up and down quality present in everything she says. Just because, Hichan. By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation, and it makes me realize again how Misha has been signing everything she has been saying this whole time. What, Hichan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy. That sounds so harsh. I'm not going to say that. You said it anyway. I know, Hichan. It's fine if you overhear. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand the things Shizune is saying, and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time? So there is never a conversation Shizune will be left out of? Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Hichan. Oh, poor Hanako. We finished with time to spare, and I decided to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly the food so far has been subpar. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing amongst themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. But then what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that They don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the classroom is busying themselves with the lunch break. Oh, did the cats finally wake up? Oh, that's Tiger. See, all my cats so far, like the last 40 minutes that I've been recording and just sitting here, all my cats have been out cold. So that gives me like a good chance of them to not report the door. So I kind of want Tiger to go back to sleep. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks, the ones with actual boxed lunches mixed in, and catering, chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels like I'm the only one who can see her. Almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's front door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. What to do? So, I can wait for Shizune and Misha to come to a decision, read my book, or I can go talk to Hanako. I kind of want to go talk to her. I feel kind of bad that she's just chilling in the back. And like I said, she's one of my favorite characters. Well, she actually is my favorite character in this whole series. So I'm gonna go talk with her. I still feel bad for making her run away yesterday, so I'd better say something. Hey there, Hanako. Ah, Jesus Christ. There was no sound effect, but the fact that the screen shook scared me. Hisao! Well, at least she remembers my name. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I didn't mean to startle you or anything. I'm just new here and thought I should get to know my classmates. Oh! She's so adorable! As Hanako looks up at me, I notice her scarring once more. It's a little bewildering that you can barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up. That's okay. It was my fault. No, that wasn't anyone's fault. It just kind of happened. So are you waiting for someone? I saw you looking at the door before. Yes, Lily. Oh, you mean Lily, the blind girl? That kind of like, I know it wasn't like rude, but just the way he said it, it was like, Lily, the blind girl. That person. Yup. Hanako only nods in response, and I can't help but wonder if defining people through their disabilities in a fox pace of the worst kind of the worst kind or just normal here. See, that's what. See, he even knew what he said. I guess that explains why Lily took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends? Yes. As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks over her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. Hope I'm not disturbing you right now. No, that's not it. It's just easier if Lily doesn't come here. Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom? Not really. Hanako gaze drifts past my shoulder and towards Shizune. Shizune? Hanako nods again. What about her? Don't they get along? Hanako shakes her head. Clearly this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It does make a strange sort of sense, Shizune and Lily not getting along so well. Communication between the two would be all but impossible. It's hard enough talking to Shizune through Misha, even when you can see whose hands are talking. Don't mind the truck slowly driving by. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I'm the first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Bouncing Lily, she moves quickly to the door. What up? Lily! Oh, Hanako, good morning. Is the president here? Yes. Hanako glances over her shoulder at Shizune again, as if to confirm she can't hear them, even though that's impossible. I suppose you best be off then. Lily's sigh in tone of what seems like frustration makes me raise an eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of enmity between the two. It's intriguing, but that's not really something I'd ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, then they would tell me. It's only my third day here. I should be trying to make friends, not finding out why people are enemies. Still, it's a little funny to find out that this school has little feuds, just like my old high school. Even if people are more tolerant of others, they're still going to get on each other's nerves. Hey Lily, how are things? I'm sorry I made you run off yesterday. Oh my, is that Hisao? I didn't realize you were here. It seems that Lily's a little embarrassed about being so frank in front of me. Sorry, sorry, wow, whoa, that was bad. Sorry, Lily. I thought you realized. No, it's alright, Hanako. Hisao, please don't worry about yesterday. It was just a misunderstanding. If you say so, I'm still working this place out. Well then, I think you'll find most people here are a little more forgiving than elsewhere. If you are feeling a little confused, please don't be afraid to ask questions. Sure, I'll remember that. Lily? Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement. I'm sorry, Hisao, but we must be off. Hanako really doesn't look all that comfortable here right now, and Lily still seems a little embarrassed. Once my apologies really made an impact. Mind if I accompany you two? I know I'm kind of pushing it, but Lily hums quietly, then still smiling. I'm sure that we could accommodate you. Can't we, Hanako? She looks at Lily, then at me, and then she freezes, wide-eyed. Sure. Alright, we're gonna go hang out with Lily and Hanako. Well then, shall we go? I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped. Declining after the deal is sealed would only cause confusion and problems. So we leave all three together. Lily walks aside the wall, letting her cane gently tap against it every now and then. Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she is practically half hugging her as they go. Although it must make her walking that much harder, Lily takes it in stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrinks a little, my vision briefly goes black. Oh, Jesus. Ouch! Another character! Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. It's actually, okay, spoiler here, because I'm gonna say this now. It's not really a spoiler, but in case you were wondering about this girl, she was actually the first girl I ever did for this game. So sadly, we're not going to see her full story. But Emi is a fantastic character, also kind of a freak in certain things, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so Lily. But Emi is actually a really, really cool character, and she was actually the first one I did. So she's pretty damn dope, if I might add. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and has now fallen down onto the hallway floor. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. More striking than that, though, is that she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they are not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs, and then shins and feet made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. The girl winces a little bit, rubs her nose, and jumps up. Aw, man. Hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going, and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry. She looks really apologetic in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. There goes my phone. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. It's okay, don't worry about it. Oh shit, our heart. I forgot about that. I say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest problem. Biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, and most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I try to rub my solar plex to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. Oof. I think it's starting to calm down. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I stared at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized that I probably looked worse off than I really was, doubling over myself and looking all intense. Damn, I'm really worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Imagining to say something in response, I pulled myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me, big time. But it's nothing more than that. You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay, I said I was fine and nothing's broken, no harm done. That's good, I was... Hisao, what happened? She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons, but she sounds very worried. More than what the situation deserves, really. Someone just bumped into me, nothing serious, just winded. Yeah, sorry, it's my fault. I was just going to get some stuff and I was in a kind of a hurry. That someone here is Emi, isn't it? The little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic or metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything. Hi, Lily. Hanako. I guess the girls know each other. Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure these sorts of accidents, but there are people who aren't. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I find myself smiling. I know that. I was just... I gotta go. Teacher will have my head. I promised to help with printouts? Oh, printouts. I don't know why that word looked foreign to me. With printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I've got to change and everything. Before any of us can say anything, say a thing, Imi has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen often around here? There are more rules in Yamaku than usual for running in corridors. But that rarely stops Imi, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a sigh, a slight, composed smile. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off then? Lily heads off along the hallway and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two used for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Oh, so we're going back to the room. I see. Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily's busying herself with her thermos and tea bags as Hanako's setting out both their lunchboxes. So, is this what you meant by coming here almost every day? Yes, Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It's just both of us, so we ended up using this room regularly. After seeing Hanako's reactions to me over the past couple of days, I can understand why that is a boon. That and Lily being able to get some quiet away from her class as well. I take my seat last, after Lily's poured the tea for us and sits down. The more time I spend, Hanako looks terrified. The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil to Misha and Shizune. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met. So how are you faring in Yamaku, Hisao? You seemed a bit flustered before. Apart from getting lost every now and again, and being crash-tackled outside my classroom, fine, I guess. You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? For a brief moment, I considered telling Lily and Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think they're buying it, but in what I assume is their way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter. I guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask. Even as people's conditions are obvious, like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved. Everyone has things that they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. So, how long have you been in the school? You both seem to know your way around pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but only moved into the dormitories a year ago. Hanako joined at the start of this high school as well, and moved to the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right. That's right, since high school. So you've known each other since then? Since I moved, yes. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right? Right. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them, though I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in it as well. You can imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has to deliberately avoid looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch. It isn't long before the bells are... Jesus Christ! It's a lot of bells. Oh my god. Just going off like a fire alarm. It isn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they set them out. I guess I'd better be off. Are you going to go with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me, and for a second I can see that she's considering skipping class, maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me. Yes. I don't know what to think of it. Hanako really is dedicated to the point of breaking if looked at in the wrong way. It makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feelings aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane, Hanako and I filing out before her. We walk quickly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 classroom, she turns towards me. Hisao, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily. And then there was Hanako. And with that, we part ways, Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and me to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. So do you really want to go back to the class now? Yes. Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. I open the rear door to the classroom and walk in. The teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, as Hanako follows me in and closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. This is the third time that Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. We make our way to our seats, and I notice that Misha and Suzune are both missing as well. I wonder if it is some form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to the unique students of the school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. The class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. Alright, and since the bell has rang here, I'm going to end off this episode here. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like button down below. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe as well. I know some of you might be upset that I will not be going after Emi, but I figured I'd let you guys know at least one of the girls that I will not be going after. And like I said, I had beat Emi before, and if you watched the series when I did it like 3 years ago, I think I got to Emi when I was doing episodes, and then I stopped because I just kind of want to play the game myself. But yeah, Emi is an awesome character. If you want to look up a walkthrough of her, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube somewhere. Her story is really, really awesome. And actually kind of sad. But it's a really, really good story, and if you want to watch Emi's, make sure to go watch somebody else's walkthrough, or play the game yourself. You can do that too. Luna! It just stares at me. She rips in the door. I'd say her name. She turns around and just stares. But yeah, so that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Crazy Bitch 42, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Katawa Shoujo. Farewell for now.